What's up, YouTube? It's the country CEO back in the house, man. Look, I ain't been live in a minute. I haven't been live in a minute, but I'm live now. Come on in to that upper room. What's up? Come on in, come on in. Country CEO in the house. What's up, fam? Come on in, hit the likes as you come on in on this beautiful, partly cloudy, 88-degree day in South Louisiana. Come on in, hit the likes as you come on in. Hit the likes as you come on in. Put it in the chat. Let me see who you are. There you go. What's up, Brian? Appreciate it, man. Headed to a conference tonight. What's up, Patrick? Appreciate you, brother. Come on in. Come on in tonight. This afternoon, as I take my little ride, I want to see can I spend about 10 minutes with you guys before I get a little further down the road. What's up, Wilson? Hit the likes as you come on in on this hot. What's up, Nicole? 88 degrees, y'all. Almost that weather that we like to see in the dump truck business. Needed to get about 94, 93, 94 hour, 93, 94 degree days down here. So everything could just be dry. Even when you get a rain, it's no big deal. Right? That's what we're looking for. Yeah, Patrick, we keeping them pretty busy, man. Had rain come in, what was that, Sunday? And man, you saw the videos. I was fortunate enough to get on barges, right? I had 7 of my trucks on barges. And so we actually worked Monday and it was raining Monday morning, right? And which that's why I made that video that, a lot of times people try to say about the dump truck video, oh, you can't work when it rains, you can't work when it that's not always true. Because offloading barges of limestone off the river here is something that we definitely could do in the rain. Now, obviously, if it's lightning and thundering real bad, they don't want those guys swinging that machine like that. But if it's just raining, oh yeah, it can work. Yeah, better than staying home for sure. What's up, Mark from Orlando? So we ended up making, I think everybody got 8 hours that day. Yeah, 2 barges. We got 8 hours out of it. So I was definitely glad. Because watch this. Last Monday before that, I started the week and didn't work Monday or Tuesday. Did you get that? The week before, last week, not last week, but the week before that. Well, no, that's this week. Yeah, last week, I didn't. It rained Sunday, and I didn't work Monday or Tuesday. And so to be able to have the week start with rain and still work that Monday, man, it was all good. What's up, Dave from Wisconsin? How's the Western Star? Western Star's doing good, man. I haven't had an ounce of problem out of the Western Stars, man. Little knickknack stuff that you just take care of yourself, but no major issues at all, man. The Western Stars are holding up great. What's up, Nick from Baton Rouge? I'm headed to Baton Rouge, Nick, right now. Um, so yeah, Western Stars are holding up good, man. I am real impressed with the Western Stars. I know what a Mac could do because that's mostly what I've always had, but I am real happy with the Western Stars. They doing great. All right, come on in, come on in. We had done a live in a while. Matter of fact, since the challenge ended, I think that was the last time I did a live. And as y'all can see, last week I was in Louisville for the Mid America Truck Show, and I didn't come back into town till Monday morning. So it was a time of rest and recuperation for me because I've been going and going the first 3 months of the year, and we went and got us some rest and enjoyment, and now we're ready to go. Cummins, good engine, man. Patrick, my very first truck, 94 Kenworth had a Cummins N14, and that Cummins was a good engine. Enjoyed it. Now I got one of the Western Stars as a Cummins. Everything else has Detroit. What I got? Western Stars I got 5. One of them is a Cummins, the other 4 are Detroits. And I'm here to tell you, man, that Detroit is doing great. I'm getting better fuel mileage off of the Detroit engine than I am the Cummins. Blew my mind. But that Cummins is a big engine. That Cummins is a 550 Cummins. So that's a big Cummins in that truck. All right. Oh yes, of course, Cat. Right. Right. Well, N14. Yeah, we trying to keep it going, man. Yeah, Nick, stop the next time to see us, man. I'm not doing much driving now these days, but I will. Yeah, Patrick, all I run is automatic. All automatic. I don't even run any manuals anymore. Never will. I don't think I ever will run manuals anymore. All right, let's hit the likes, guys. As you come in, hit the likes. What's up, Jerry? My push out wobbles and vibration when in use. Any recommendations? Jerry, now I had the same issue. Um, and on some of the newer trucks, like the Western Stars, the guys had issues with, hey, when we're letting the wheel down, we getting a wobble, a bad vibration. I said, I think I figured out what it is though. I think when you because it's a turn, mine's are turning third axles, right? Mine's turn. And so what I'm thinking what happens is the guys are making the turn. And when they making the turn, they're letting the wheel up. Get this is game right here. And so when they get ready to let the wheel back down the next time, guess what? The wheel is still partially turned because you picked it up in a turning motion. Did you get that? And so what's happening is when you go to let it back down the very next time, it's slightly turned. Guess what? You let it down, it doesn't have any choice but to wobble because it's not straight. And so what I told the guys to do, what y'all need to do, is when you get the wobble, hurry up and let it up, and then let it back down. And that's been working. That's been working. So get that, y'all. Get that. The turning third axles, no matter if it's a quad or quint, whatever. If you're in a turning motion and you let the wheel up, well, guess what? The last motion it's gonna be in is in the turning motion. So the next time you get to go and let it down, you're letting it down with it slightly turned. And if it's slightly turned, it ain't got no choice but to wobble. And I've had to talk to my guys. I told two of my guys about that about 2 weeks ago. Because what's going to happen is if you keep doing that over time, you're going to wear them bushings out on that third axle or the quint axle, whatever. You're going to wear the bushings out on that axle. Yeah, look at that. Wilson says breaking kingpins and all. Yes, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's a great question, man. That was a absolute great question. Hit the likes, guys, as you come in. What's up, Nicole? Is Kenworth a good truck? Yes, ma'am. Kenworth is a good truck. Good for middle of the pay. Yeah, good for it all, for what I've seen. Right. And bushings. That's right. Wear the kingpins and the bushings out, man. So that's what's got to happen. And my guys have had to make the adjustment that in the turning, because see, I normally have always had until I've gotten this latest round of trucks, I've always had the third axle that you had to pull up. It wasn't steerable. And so you had to pull it up at the stop sign and all that. Ain't never had to worry about that. I haven't started hearing guys to my third axle was vibrating until I got these trucks. I think I'm gonna put that on a long text today. What's up, Sky Bird? I'm doing good, man. Dave wanna know what's a bad truck. What I tell people, Dave, all the time, it really is not about the truck. The make of the truck is about the specs, right? I mean, it could be a Cat, it could be a Sterling. I had a bad experience with a Sterling, but it wasn't necessarily the truck. It was the Mercedes engine that I ended up oiling hauling twice. And I did it that second time, I got rid of it because some kind of way dust kept getting in the engine. So I don't. I mean, it could be a Ford, brothers, sisters. If the specs are right, it can last, right? And watch this. You can put the wrong driver in a name in a Pete. The wrong driver a tear it up, right? So it's not about the specs, Dave. So I mean the brand, Dave. So much of it is the specs. Um, make and brand has to do with your own personal preference, right? For me, that's Mac and Western Star, right? But I could go and get a KW or a Peterbilt, and they would, as long as they're spec right, they'll do the same job. Same job, right? Hit the likes, guys. Get the likes up there. All right, so look, I ain't want to spend all day with you, hold you too long, but guess what? Find Dump Truck Work Challenge number 2 is coming up April the 21st through 24th. April the 21st through 24th, I'm sorry. Find Dump Truck Work Challenge is back on for round 2. We had such an amazing time. For those of you who were able to catch that, you already know. For those of you who didn't get a chance to catch last time, you don't want to miss that. Yes, Wilson, we do. IamCountryCEO.com. IamCountryCEO.com. Go to the website. I do consultations. But Wilson, I want you to consider this challenge. 4 days this time. Watch this. 4 days this time instead of 3 days of teaching about where is the dump truck work, right? Y'all saw me do it, show you Monday. Barges, right? Limestone on the river, work in the rain, right? That is a jewel, right? And watch this. Limestone is not the only thing offloaded if you stay near a river or a body of water where they bring barges in. Sometimes there's fruits and vegetables. Sometimes there's coal. Sometimes we've offloaded ore, iron ore, right? So it's not just limestone. So I want you to think outside the box on wherever you stay at. How does the limestone get in your area? Sometimes they come in on train, on rail, and still has to be offloaded on a truck to stockpile the quarry or stockpile the yard, right? That's what this challenge is all about, challenging us to think outside the box about where the dump truck work is, right? And my goal is to help 1,000 dump truck businesses dig their own well so they can have their own water and not totally depend on others to give them water. Notice what I said, not totally, because we all need each other, right? We all need other folks that we work with. I'm not totally self-sufficient in that regard. I got people that I work for that give me work, but also I've dug my own well to give me over half of my work, and I can control more of my destiny as it relates to my dump truck business. That's what I want to see you guys be able to have. So finddumptruckwork.com is the website. The card is open. Go register for that. April the 21st through April 24th. Guess what? I've heard you. Some of you said, well, Country CEO, I can't do that. I'm at work. Guess what? It's at night this time. 7 o'clock Central Time, the VIPs. 8 o'clock general admission on Facebook Live. We will be doing the doggone thing, right? All right. We will be doing the doggone thing. FindDumpTruckWork.com is the card. Go to that website and you can register now. April, again, last time, April 21st through 24th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central to 9 o'clock Central, right? So what we will do, 7 to 8 VIPs, 8 to 9 general admission, teaching about where to find the work. And watch this, I'm doing 4 days this time. So that last night, we got a very interesting caveat that I'm going to teach you guys about. Miss it. Find Dump Truck Work Challenge number 2 is on deck. April 21st, 24th, 7 p.m. Go register. FindDumpTruckWork.com. The card is now open. All right, consultation, IamCountryCEO.com. All right, Skybird, I saw your video, man. I like that. That's a nice big neighborhood y'all finna lay. Look like you'll be over there a while. Love that, man. Was Jesse in your city, right? Just for a brief moment, flying back home.